So, despite name dropping it in my Animal Well video, I've never actually played the Pinball Metroidvania sensation Yoku's Island Express prior to making that video. I just knew of it from several top 10 Metroidvania lists and took everybody's words for it. After all, I like pinball, I like Metroidvanias, this seems like the perfect mix. But like Dr. Pepper and Brazilian pizza, I find these are best left enjoyed separately. Yep, I absolutely hated my time with Yoku's Island Express. I tried to get up to the 5-hour mark, but I just couldn't. It wasn't from the lack of a hook like many other games suffer from, but I found its fundamental gameplay structure to be borderline miserable. Allow me to explain how, like dipping your Brazilian pizza in your Dr. Pepper, combining pinball and Metroidvanias is not such a good idea. Metroidvania is a genre defined by how you make progress. You find an obstacle, continue on your path, get an item to remove the obstacle, proceed, rinse, and repeat. A good Metroidvania fills your mind with all the places you couldn't go before you get a new power-up. That's not to say Yoku doesn't do that, but it's the feeling of steady progress that gets you in the feels. Pinball, on the other hand, is a game notorious for the lack of control you have over a ball in a machine and getting the highest score with what little input you do have. While there is skill, it is primarily a luck-based game, as even the most accurate of shots can go haywire, and if the laws of physics just decide to send your ball right down the middle, you're done, no matter how good you are. It's like Boogie's doctor trying to save him. So while Pinball Metroidvania sounds good on paper, when you apply the mechanics of a game where you have no control to a genre where enjoyment comes from making progress by your own skills, yeah, we got a problem. This is what haunted my time playing Yoku's Island Express. I had to navigate a maze where I felt like I had no say in which way I went. I'm no opponent to platforming puzzles, but these don't feel like puzzles. This feels like trying to make a stubborn cat navigate a maze using nothing but a piece of string and a long-range squirt bottle. I consistently launched myself into directions I didn't want to go, fell down entire levels, and got put in a tube that apparently is a shortcut to the bottom of the mountain. Enjoy the climb back up. And the pinball mechanics honestly aren't all that fun. I always make sure to go play it at my local arcade, so I think I know what I'm talking about. But the flashiness of a Krusty the Clown head swallowing my ball as my score increases threefold just isn't here. It's a lot less cool playing this on the thing I play Elden Ring on. And on top of that, most of these boards are just forgettable. The satisfaction of increasing your score barely goes anywhere because there's a cap on the fruit you can carry, and when you need more of it, it just feels grindy. It's like if my local arcade said, alright, thanks for the $5, you can get your arcade tokens piece by piece by playing pinball. This honestly feels like a mechanic from a Ubisoft game. And not even the Metroidvania aspect feels good. I've been playing a lot of the masterpiece known as Metroid Prime Remastered lately, and you know what I noticed? That game never lets you run in a straight line, only to say, oh, did you not have the correct beam to open this door? Tisk. Well, scoot your boot back 5 chambers with all the enemies respawning and pick a different path, loser. No, you hardly, if ever, run into a dead end in Metroid Prime. And I only noticed that after playing Yoku and experiencing the opposite. There are so many paths you can spend a lot of time and fruit trying to progress down, justifying that you're missing a power-up, don't have enough fruit, or heaven forbid, haven't talked to a certain NPC. Now, backtrack through the game where you control your movement by launching yourself and hoping the timing is right. That being said, I won't deny there is merit to this game. The art style is amazing, and that really drew me in at first. You see some really fun set pieces like a village or a spaceship, but all the good aspects feel like the good actions of an abusive lover, reminding you why you can't break up in the first place. It's terrible that you take away all my control, haze me for exploring on my own, and remind me of all the better things I could be doing, but hear me out, they make delicious Brazilian pizza. I'm better than that though. I've seen Twilight, I know where to draw the line. This is a game I cannot enjoy, cannot see the value in, and cannot recommend unless you're okay with just pressing buttons, seeing things happen on screen, and hoping you win. In which case I'd recommend Pokemon. No joke, I'd rather play Security Breach than this. As a matter of fact, I had more fun getting footage for the Pinball and Metroidvania games for this video than I actually did with Yoku. I'm sorry, I hate this game. I'm giving Yoku a piece of dung out of 5 stars. I can't believe both IGN's and the Completionists' top 10 lists lied to me. Wait.